Let's go to the safety position. And it's no secret who we're going to start with. It's Minkah magic time. Minkah Fitzpatrick's the top safety in the division. And I go back to the 2019 season when the Steelers traded for him with the Dolphins. Right. Thank you, Miami, for sending him to Pittsburgh.
Right.
I would make that trade 10 times out of 10 again. And I go back to that game when they were playing the Colts. They're driving down, and Minkah gets the pick six. Who was the backup for the Colts that was in? Anyways, he takes it to the house, and it's a pick six, and it completely changes the momentum of the game, considering you've got Mason Rudolph, Duck Hodges as your quarterback, and you're still able to go 500. And I think a lot of that was the playmaking of Minkah Fitzpatrick on the back end of the Steelers secondary. Let me look up who this quarterback was for the Colts, Ike.
Yeah, Minkah for me is a no-brainer. You know, we just see what Minkah do on the field, Mark. There is no other safety in the AFC North who can play like Minkah. You know, when you want to talk about having a swap for a swap, you know, you get a first round caliber safety. For me, if Minkah can continue to stay healthy, you're going to get a Hall of Fame safety, Minkah. So say Minkah instinctively just make plays. He don't think twice about it. He just believe it. He see it and he go, which is hard to do. Other than T.J. Watt, your top three players on that defense is Cam, which is a Pro Bowler.
All pro, but yeah.
All pro. I'm sorry, All Pro. TJ is an All Pro, and Minkah is an All Pro. So when you look at them three guys, Pittsburgh have three All Pro caliber guys on defense sitting in one city. But for me, Minkah is just a no-brainer. He does everything you can't coach. You know, he's very instinctive. You can't coach somebody to be instinctive. If anybody who have watched the Bleav Network podcast show with Mark and I with Coach Tomlin said he's seen this before. And what he meant by that was he done had a lot of conversations with a guy called Troy Polamalu, who's now in the Hall of Fame, that he's having now with Minkah Fitzpatrick. So when you got a coach who's been coaching in the league with no losing season, who's saying these conversations are familiar, that says a lot about Minkah Fitzpatrick. So no, there's only one Minkah Fitzpatrick. For me, I think there's only one All-Pro safety in the AFC North, and he's with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes, an All-Pro in 2019 and 2020. I think teams this past season went away from Minkah because they know how opportunistic he is at the safety position. Like, it was Brian Hoyer who he intercepted, and it was just a key moment in the game. And I remember that was the first year the Steelers had Fitzpatrick. And it's like, man, if the Colts score here, they're probably going to put the game away because Pittsburgh's offense just, it is what it is. And that was when they finished dead last in the NFL in rushing. And Minkah takes it to the house, and it completely changed and flipped the script, changed the momentum of the game. And there are only a handful of players that are like that. He's going to be the highest paid safety in NFL history after this season.
That's what the Steelers said. Steelers said they will make him the highest paid safety.
So I expect him to absolutely ball out this upcoming season. I'm excited to see him in a Steelers uniform for many years to come because he's great on that back end. And again, to the Miami Dolphins, thanks for sending him our way. Thanks for Coach Brian Flores as well. We welcome both of them with open arms here in the 412, Ike.
For sure. Coach Brian Flores didn't even know he was coming to Pittsburgh, unless he did know he was coming to Pittsburgh. He said, man, let me go out and ship Minkah over there because I'll be there in a couple of years. So